Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome to PNP. It is your boy Rashad, one half of PNP, and today we are back with another Mock Draft Monday. My apologies last week. I did not give you all a Mock Draft Monday because I was out of town. I was in LA and I completely disconnected. Usually, when I go on vacation, I don't completely disconnect. I bring my laptop, I'll tinker, do some things. This time I said, nah, owe it to the fam that I'm completely disconnect, and we just gonna have a blast. So I had a blast out there. Dave ran the show on Monday. Hopefully, y'all had a good show. But I'm back. I'm back in town, back at the crib, and I'm re-energized. I'm ready to get this draft over with because I'm tired of seeing all the rumors and all everything's flying around. I'm just tired of it. I want to get this draft over with to see this plan that Matt Rule, Scott Fitterer, David Tepper. I want to see this plan go into action and see if we can be successful. Now, before we get into this mock draft, make sure that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments, all that good stuff. And if you want to help the channel out even further, go to underdogfantasy.com, use that code PNP. Yo, I'm telling you, just signing up helps this channel out tremendously. Underdog Fantasy is a great sponsor of PNP. We've been with them for almost a year. It's been almost a year. They're a great partner. We love them. So again, go over there if you're into sports betting and game of skill. Again, this is not necessarily sports betting. It's really using your skill, fantasy, things like that, pick'ems. So go over there, underdogfantasy.com, use the code PNP, and sign up. All right. Now, we're going to do something a little different to kick this one off. I want to take a look at the projected roster. Shout out to ourlads.com. They put this together. And this is the current, I guess if the season were to start today, this is what our starting lineup look like. So I want to take this into account. Where do we still need help? Where are you nervous? When you look at this guy starting, are you shaking in your boots? And that's what I'm looking at right now. Obviously, receivers are pretty much set. I like our receivers. I wouldn't be mad if we brought in somebody else, but I think the receivers with DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall, Rashard Higgins, Zylstra, Shy Smith, CJ Saunders in there. He's a special teams guy. I feel really good about our wide receivers. Left tackle, this is where I get nervous. Cam Irving is our projected. And shout out to our lads. I did an interview with them. Real good people over there. But right now they have Cam Irving as our starting left tackle, and I'm nervous about that. I don't like that at all. Pat Eflin at left guard, I'm not mad at it. He is a better center than he is guard. But Bradley Bozeman is a better center than Pat Eflin, and he's also better center than he is guard. So again, it's all about putting your players in the best position to succeed. So I'm taking Bozeman at center over Eflin, and I'm gonna find somebody potentially in the draft, or maybe we even put Brady Christensen there at left guard. But I don't want to put Eflin at center because Bozeman is a better center than Eflin, and Bozeman is also a better center than he is guard. So I don't want to slot either one of those guys. At the same time, Eflin is a better center than he is guard. He didn't play well at guard last year. So again, I'm nervous about the entire left side, but again, that can be helped out a little bit by moving Christensen to left guard and then drafting a left tackle potentially. That's been all the buzz lately. So again, the right side, Austin Corbett, I'm happy with that. Taylor Moton, awesome, love it. I love the right side. Right side is great. Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas, I'm cool with that. I love Stephon Sullivan as well. I think he is a guy that I think he needs some more time to get his game together, but he could be a threat. Again, he came from that LSU squad that had all the talent, right? He was on that squad too. So I'm excited to see him get an opportunity. Again, he's TE3 right now. So I think he's in a good position to kind of make some noise if given the opportunity. Quarterback, Sam Darnold, that ain't it. We know that's not it. We don't want Sam Darnold touching the field. But at the same time, we also don't want to pigeonhole ourselves into taking a quarterback and then having that quarterback, wait to play, right? It's a balance we have to play with the quarterback. Do I think Sam Darnold's answer? No. Do I want us to draft a rookie? Potentially. But that also may give Matt Rule a little bit more time to hang around. And I am... listen, if Matt Rule doesn't come out in week 1 through 6 and we start winning off the rip, then I have a problem with that. And so I think with him being on the hot seat, I do think they're going to go with a veteran quarterback. That's just my opinion. Again, they're talking about, Baker Mayfield. They're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe even Colin Kaepernick. His name popped up. But I think one of those guys will probably be a more viable option depending on how the draft falls. I don't think they're trying to lock themselves in a particular, draft, right? They're not saying we're going to go out there and draft a quarterback. They're going to say, let's see how the draft falls. And if one falls to us, we'll take it. If not, then we'll fall back on one of these veteran quarterbacks. I think that's how they're going to roll. My bad. I kind of went on a tangent there. But running back is straight as well. Deontay Foreman, I love that pickup. Fullback, Reese, it is what it is. Defense. So we got Brian Burns, Derek Brown, Matt Ioannidis, Yetur Gross-Matos. We're looking for Yetur Gross-Matos to make a huge step up from year 2 to year 3. He's got to make that push in order for this defense to be good and for it to reach its max potential. Yetur Gross-Matos has to step up. So I really need him to step up. Shaq Thompson, I love that at outside linebacker. Here's where I get nervous. Damian Wilson, a middle linebacker, not a long-term fit. This is a Band-Aid, and I'm uneasy about this. Corey Littleton, same thing. I think Corey Littleton, because he's going to play outside maybe. I think he could also slide inside and play middle linebacker too. But these guys are looking to kind of get their careers back on track. They're both veteran guys. Corey Littleton had a great season a couple years ago. Can he reactivate that magic? I think it'd be great. I have more faith in Corey Littleton than I do in Damian Wilson. If we can get a true middle linebacker to come out there and play and control the middle, I think we'll be fine. Littleton, he has great coverage ability. He could be very good in coverage. I like that. So we'll see what happens. CJ Henderson, I love. You guys know how I feel about CJ Henderson. I'm a lot higher on CJ Henderson than most. Some of y'all don't like him. I know he's got mental health problems, and I know he's a little bit, there's some things he has to fix. But I think the potential is there for CJ Henderson. Jeremy Chin, Xavier Woods, I'm not mad at this. Xavier Woods is here for 3 years to get a 3-year deal, so I'd like to see him. I'm not saying we are in the best position with Xavier Woods, but if we were able to grab somebody and plug in as a depth piece, because Kenny Robinson is decent. Justin Burris, I think we can do better. Sam Franklin and Sean Chandler, I think we can do better. So even if we can get a guy that can be a solid depth piece behind those two safeties, I think it would be great there. And then Dante Jackson at right cornerback, and they've got J.C. Horn here as well. So J.C. Horn, they got a 3 cornerback set here, but I like that. I'm not mad at this. And I love the cornerback room. I'm not mad at it at all. Special teams, we know you guys love punters. So we got the best one in the league, and I'm sure you all are happy about that. Now, that being said, again, just let me go through this. I think the biggest positions are needed right now: left tackle, quarterback, and I'm gonna say middle linebacker, and I'm also gonna say interior defensive lineman, because Matt Ioannidis is here on a 1-year deal. If we can get another guy, I know we got Nixon, I know we got Bravion Roy. I know we got Phil Hoskins, and I know I'm excited about Daryl Johnson. Daryl Johnson went to A&T. We still got Marquise Haynes. I could see us adding another versatile defensive end / interior guy there just for longevity, right? Just to kind of make sure we have somebody there in the long term. That being said, man, those are the positions I'm really nervous about going into the draft. Let's see how we can fix this in a mock draft. Let's get it. All right, so we're at the Draft Network, and here we are, and we're going to start this thing. And again, I'm going to go into this and see where the cards fall, right? Where are the cards going to fall? I do think this team is going to likely go with the veteran quarterback, so I'm going to kind of go with that as well. I know Matt Corral. I love Matt Corral. Again, he was one of my top quarterbacks before he got injured. I love Matt Corral. I like Kenny Pickett. I love Malik Willis. There's these quarterbacks. I like these quarterbacks. Do I think it's the right position for them? Do I think Carolina Panthers are the right situation for any of them quarterbacks? Probably not. Are they going to be successful with the Carolina Panthers given the coaching staff, given what we have? I don't know that we're going to put a rookie quarterback in the best position to succeed. That's why I think we're going to go with the veteran. That's just my opinion. All right, so here we go. Let's go and start this draft and see what happens. All right, so the Jets want to trade with us. They want to move up again. I don't know if that's going to happen in the Texans. So when I always trade, I always want to stay within the top 10, right? That's a goal of mine. And I do think we do need to add a third round pick, or excuse me, a second round pick. And, and some picks that we can maneuver around with. We already have 2 fifth-round picks. We're going to add another one. Maybe we can trade back up, move back up into the third. I don't know, but I'm gonna counter this one because I do think it could be. Jets have some draft capital. I don't know. Texans also have some draft capital. It's just a little too far for me, a little too far back for me. Just for my sake, I don't know. I need a top 10 guy. I need a top 10 guy, so I'm gonna counter with the Jets. And this also would apply to Seattle too. I think Seattle's a team that we could potentially trade with. They have a lot of draft capital they can maneuver with. They are still looking for a quarterback as well. So I think you can say, hey, it's the Jets. The Jets aren't going to trade back up. They just picked. Now they're going to go back. You can replace this with Seattle, and I think you could have the same results. That's just my opinion. All right, so I'm going to counter this one. I would take this as, I think it's realistic, a second and a fifth. So I'm going to send that one, but let me just see who's on the board real quick. Malik's still on the board. Akim Ekwanu's still on the board. Charles Cross still on the board. Now, if we make this trade, potentially we're going to lose out on a lot of these guys. And that's what's scary, right? Because I think Charles Cross is a guy that we would take. I think Malik Willis is a guy we would take. And Kim Ekwonu is a guy I know that in fact, I don't even feel right trading. I would want to take Icky here. I'm going to be honest. I would want to take Icky here. That's the guy I want to take. And I think I'm going to do that, actually. I might talk myself out of trading back. Just because I don't know, trading back, man, you're going to, especially to 10, you're going to lose a Charles Cross. You're going to lose an Akim Ekwonu. And again, we talked about it in looking at the positions of need. Tackle, we need a tackle. We also need a quarterback. Kenny Pickett, he could be available. But in my eyes, guys, I've always said this. I want to build up the offensive line. That way I can take a quarterback, put him in there, and then he doesn't have to worry about anything, right? The chemistry's there. We don't have to worry about the offensive line getting any chemistry together. I'm just nervous about us taking a quarterback and Matt Rule being on the hot seat, him getting fired, and then we are having a quarterback that is maybe not the pick of the next coach. We're going to have issues. You have to think about those things, right? And maybe that's what Tepper's thinking as well. Maybe Tepper's like, I don't know if we want to go with these rookie guys because I know if I'm in a situation where this head coach doesn't do his job, then boom, I got to let him go. So, and we don't want to play that. So they may just go with the veteran quarterback this year. And if that case, and if they do that, I think I got to go Icky. And again, position flexibility. He can play guard. He can play tackle. Right. So I'm going to go with Kim Ekwonu. I'm not going to trade back. Screw it. I'm going to take Akim Ekwonu here. He fell to us. So let's get it. And I know we're not picking until the 4th round again. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's just we're going to have to roll with the punches. We made our bed with the Sam Darnold trade. And now we got to sleep. We got to sleep in it. So we're going to be here for a while. So it's tough. It's tough situation for the Carolina Panthers to be in. And it's a good situation, but it's also bad, right? Because we can let the draft fall to us. Like I said, like we just did here, Malik Willis and Icky fell to us, right? Both of them fell to us, and we had our choice. We literally had our choice of guy. And so I think with Icky, he can play guard and he can play tackle. I think you battle out with him and Brady Christensen. We all want Brady Christensen to have an opportunity to play left tackle. Sure. Now you got a guy that can definitely play guard. That kicks Eflin off the starting lineup. So that's what we want to do. We want to get our players in the best position to succeed. So now we're in the 4th round, and I'm going to trade up 20 picks for a 7th round. I don't know if I would do that. That the additional 7th. For 20 picks, I'm going to do that. I'm going to accept that to move up. And we're going to get our pick a little bit quicker here. I know y'all want me to take the punter, but that's not going to happen. Now, this is great. This is a great trade because I feel like there's a guy here in Brandon Smith that I love. Middle linebacker. And I think he can absolutely be a problem. Super athletic. Let me just check the linebackers that are also out here. So, and again, I think this was a perfect trade, the perfect timing, because he's the last line. I think he's the last of those available linebackers. Let me show you that one more time. I think he's where I draw the line at. After that, it gets the pickings get a little slim. Listen, Brandon Smith is a super athletic linebacker. I think he's going to go higher than the 4th round. But given the way this falls, I'm going to take Brandon Smith. And and I think he can play. He's going to need to sit for maybe until about week 6 or 7, but I think he has the athleticism to be an awesome linebacker. So I'm going to take Brandon Smith here. I also like that tight end too. The tight end from Jelani Woods. I would have considered that as well. That was in my purview. So here we go. Now we're at our 5th round pick. We're at the top of the 5th, and here we go. So where are we going to go here? Interior defensive lineman, I talked about that. Jermaine Lole, talked about him. Donovan West, Hassan Haskins, Braxton Jones. See, we're in a situation where I don't know. Fortner's interesting. If I'm looking at, let's check out the edge rushers. Thayer Munford's interesting as well. I might like Thayer Munford a lot. So let's take a look at the tackles. I know we picked up Icky, but I'm just curious to see what's out here. Let's take a look at the interior offensive lineman. So I like Chris Paul. I like Thayer Munford. Fortner. I like Fortner as well. Smith, I'm not too familiar with, but he's a big dude. Cade Mays, I'm a fan of. Let's see here. I'm just looking around to see what else is out here. Let's take a look at edge rushers. Alex Wright is a guy that I like. He has some position flexibility, can play inside and out. Yeah, I might take him with my next pick. Let's see. I like Romeo Doubs. Man, I think that's a BPA pick right there. Doubs. I could go with Joby as well. Good cornerback. I know I talked about my love for the cornerback room, but it is what it is there. You might just have to take one. So here, again, tough situation here. Let's read up on Lecter Smith real quick. Let's see. I don't know how to say his name. I'm not really familiar with him. Zone run, developmental starting guard. Okay, I mean, I wouldn't mind some depth here. Let's see who else. I like Ridgeway as well. Ridgeway is a big body interior defensive lineman. He can play. He's a 3-4 tech, so a true nose guard. I'm not mad at that pick either. Let's go with, because I have another pick here. So I think I'm gonna go with Lecita Smith, interior offensive lineman, and I'm also gonna go with did Ridgeway go? No. Okay, Ridgeway's right here. So I'm also gonna go with Ridgeway, interior defensive line. So we're focusing on the trenches here. Trench work, and we got a linebacker. I like this. And again, this is given that we don't have many picks. All right, that's assuming that we stay at 6 and we pick a guy. May not happen. We may trade back. The trading back gets risky because once you go out of the top 10, depending on how the draft falls. Now, it could be a situation where good talent always falls. Every draft, there's always somebody nice that falls. It happens, okay? So we just got to be in a situation where we got to be prepared for that. And if we trade back, we could still get somebody solid. Barnes. Just looking around here. Safety, Marquise Bell. That could be my last pick there. Again, I think that safety is definitely a position that we may need to look at. Again, I like Woods. I like Chin. But if we're going to move Chin around, maybe Kenny Robinson takes that next step. I don't know. But I wouldn't mind getting another safety in the building. I know we also brought in the Barno kids. Barno still here? Alex Wright still interesting. He's still there. Interesting. I know we brought in the Barno kid from Virginia Tech, edge rusher. I know we brought in Tariq Woolen as well. I'm not sure where he's probably going by now. But let's see. I might go with the safety, Marquise Bell. Let's check that out. I'll go with Bell. I ain't mad at that. Alex Wright, Kalon Barnes, those are a couple of guys that I would be looking at. I think that's the end of my draft here, though. I traded away the 7th round pick, I believe, to move up. But again, once you get to that situation, the pickers are getting slim. I think Brandon Smith is going to go before the 4th round, just my opinion. But again, this is us hypothetically staying at 6. It may not happen. It might happen. We could have a small draft. But if you look at that, Icky fell to us at the time. Malik Willis was also still there. Brandon Smith, a linebacker that I love out of Penn State. That's linebacker U right there. He's super athletic. Lasita Smith, I think that's how you spell it. Or Lekidis, I don't know. Interior offensive lineman, developmental guard is what the read said. John Ridgway, interior defensive lineman, zero tech. Which I don't think we really have a true. I mean, Bravion Roy he plays a bit of zero tech, but I don't know if he's the best option available. I think John Ridgway might be a slight upgrade over Bravion. And then Marquise Bell, safety out of FAMU. I like this. This is, again, considering that we stayed at 6, it's not a bad draft. And again, we're getting closer. I'm trying to take into account all the rumors that we're experiencing. I know we brought in some guys. I know we brought in Icky. We brought in all the damn quarterbacks for official 30 visits, top 30 visits. So it's going to be interesting to see which way it goes, man. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, getting all the comments and all that good stuff. I will see y'all later tonight. I'm out. Peace.